Merry Spender's guitar stories, 6-string tales of woe and glory. Send me your guitar stories, and I might choose to read your guitar stories.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Guitar Stories. If you want to learn how to submit your guitar story, then check out the description below. But let's get into episode 3. Okay, this one comes from Dante. Hello Mary, I've just seen the episode on the Dave Grohl prototype and quite enjoyed it. I wanted to share the story of one of my favourite guitars, which I hope you enjoy. I'm sure I will. When I was in the 5th grade, I was academically quite far ahead of my classmates, especially when it came to reading. So my teacher would send me down the hall to the school library while the rest of the class slogged through the lesson. All right. Brag much. I loved this idea and enthusiastically complied, reading all manner of books, history, biography, fiction, reference. After a while I had run dry of ideas, so started to peruse the card catalogue. Where to start? How about my name, Murphy? I don't recall how many results there were, but I remember the one that caught my attention. It was called Jimmy Murphy and the White Duesenberg. My father's name was Jimmy, and I knew from my reference reading that a Duesenberg was a fancy old car, so sold. Fast forward 42 years, it's April 2019, and I'm in Atlanta with a free morning, so I popped by Righteous Guitars just to see the place. It did not disappoint. An absolute mecca of amazing instruments, amps, and effects. Up on the wall, I spy a beautiful red hollow body with an unfamiliar D logo. I ask the salesman if it's a Dan Electro, and he replies it's a Duesenberg. Want to try it? Of course I do, and of course it's fabulous, but I'm not cleared to spend $3,000, so I leave smiling but empty-handed. But now I'm interested, so I start doing some research. I discover that there is a similar model to the one I played, the TV Phonic, available in white with gold hardware. It is the most beautiful guitar I've ever seen, and praise all deities, I've got clearance from the tower, i.e. wife, for takeoff. Wait, Murphy, White Duesenberg, something is missing. So I hop onto eBay and find a copy of that book I read in the Locust Valley Elementary School library way back in 1977. For good measure, I also purchased a print of Jimmy Murphy driving the White Duesenberg, in which he won the 1921 French Grand Prix. And this is the story of me, Dante, son of Jimmy, and my White Duesenberg TV Phonic, whom I have named Daisy. I hope you enjoy the story. P.S. Here is Daisy with my cat, Rascal. Oh my god. Jimmy Murphy and the White Duesenberg by Raymond Briggs. Oh my god, I've played one of those Duesenbergs. And yeah, I mean, stunning. And look at all your other collection too. All right, I see. Rascal. Yes. Brilliant. Look at the 1921 Grand Prix. Oh my god. What can I say? That was excellent. Massive thanks, Dante. Okay, this one comes from Aaron. Hello Mary, here's my favourite guitar story. Years and years ago, I had some army money burning a hole in my pocket, so I went to Guitar Centre. I found a used Epiphone Les Paul with a silver burst finish for $600. I snatched it up and was immediately in love. That guitar was my main stage guitar and my baby for years. One time I accidentally dropped it and the headstock snapped clean off. I was devastated. To cut down on the word count, thank you very much, it was repaired twice. Once by a shoddy guitar shop who clearly just wanted the money, it didn't hold up, and again by my brother's roommate who did it for free and did it right. Back to being my main stage guitar again. Until later on, my wife and I fell on some hard times financially. I sold my beautiful guitar to help make ends meet. Such a sad day. Fast forward several years, it's my 32nd birthday in April of this year. My best friend from 1st grade showed up to my party and presented me with his baby, an Epiphone Les Paul with a silver burst finish, identical to my baby in every way, except that mine had chrome pickup covers, where his pickups were uncovered. He also has call taps where mine did not. He gave me his guitar as a birthday gift, and I almost cried. I'm so happy to have a beautiful silver burst Les Paul in my arsenal again. Attached are 2 photos, an old one of me playing my original guitar on stage and another of the one my dear friend gave me. Thanks for reading my guitar story. Thanks, Aaron. Oh my god. great friend. Look! Yes! I mean, what a great friend. What a great friend. That's awesome. Oh, this is warming my heart. This one is titled SRV and My Epiphone, One Night in Houston. It's definitely going to be a good one. This one comes from Byron. Hi Mary, it was a hot, muggy Saturday night in the summer of 79, more specifically the 5th Ward area of Houston, Texas. I was at Fitzgerald's, a blues club, occupying the upstairs of an old Legion Hall building. My band, Night Watch, had just finished our opening set when we crashed into the adjoining green room next to the stage. The room consisted of one chair and a couch with 3 cushions, with large holes in 2 of them. As I came through the door, I saw Stevie Ray Vaughan sitting on the one good cushion. SRV was in the house. He looked up at me with eyes wide open and then squinting and asked, "Hey man, can I try your guitar?" For a split second I thought he meant on stage in a few minutes, but no, just there on the couch. He was already a legend in Texas, so my response was, "Of course. Hey Stevie, sure man." I handed him my Gibson Epiphone Black Sunburst thin hollow body, strung left-handed, I'm left-handed, and after realising what I'd done to it, proceeded to play the hell out of it unplugged and upside down. My bandmates and I stood in the little room and stared in amazement. Tommy and Chris, Double Trouble, were amused. After a couple of mesmerising minutes, he stopped and asked me if I wanted to sell it. My immediate response was that it was my only electric and I had it set up for left-handed. He chuckled and said, "Yeah, I noticed. That's cool. I really like it." In retrospect, if he'd offered to trade his Telecaster, yeah, I know, haha, I would have done it for sure. He played it for a couple more minutes, effortlessly, then handed it back. I felt bad taking it from him. He and Double Trouble went out and blew up the stage for over an hour, and that was it. We opened for them a few more times in Austin and Fort Worth. You opened for Stevie Ray Vaughan. But the guitar was never mentioned again. I think he was on a mission. He only had 11 more years. I remained clueless for 40 years as to why he was so enamoured with my Epiphone, that pre-Texas Flood, pre-Let's Dance, pre-everything else night, until a couple of weeks ago when I watched a guitar show YouTube video chronicling his life and guitars. It seems his hero, Freddie King, played an Epiphone, and Stevie honoured him with this obsession his whole life. Mystery solved. I sold the guitar to Rick, the drummer in the photo, in 1989. He sold it several years later in California. Hey buddy, in San Jose, if you're out there, I'd love to get it back. I'll even pay more than that $165 that I paid at the Houston pawn shop in 1977. That's my story, Mary, and I'm sticking to it because it's true. I really enjoy your channel. You're a very talented and unique singer-songwriter and guitarist. I wish you great success, Byron. That's extraordinary. He only had 11 more years. 11 years isn't that long, is it? Hello Mary, my name is Cher. This is a parts caster that I built at the beginning of the COVID shutdown. I had been wanting a Telecaster but couldn't find one that I loved, so I decided to build the one I wanted. It is a Squire Telecaster, but the only original parts are the body and neck. It has hip shot locking tuners, Tusk nut, Fender Pure vintage pickups, Mojo tone wiring and pots, and a hip shot bridge. I even added a tortoise shell pickguard and a V8 badge from an old Ford. Cool. Building it was a nice distraction from all the tension and stress of the virus. I hope you enjoy. I don't have a cat, but I'm including a photo of my dog Bella after her bath. Oh, Bella. Come on. Look at that face. Okay, Shea, you got lucky with that one because you have to have the dog and the guitar in the same picture, all right? For future. If dogs are being involved too, we're going to just get dogs and cats involved in this. They have to be with the guitar, but I mean, you got through. Cutie. All right. Okay, that's it for episode 3. Please subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please comment below with your favourite story. Don't forget to submit your own story. But otherwise, I'll see you very soon.